Hi there and welcome to this video. My name's Andy Rowe and this is trendfollower.co.uk. It's Saturday the 11th of April 2015, and in this video what I'm going to do is to go through my open positions and have a look and see how they're doing. So welcome in, come along for the ride and let's see what's been going on with my trading. So I'm going to go through the positions just in alphabetical order, starting with a company called Amara Mining, which I opened last summer, and it was doing okay for a little while until it went down, and it's been going down quite a bit. But this last week it's gapped up and rose, so rather better week for Amara Mining. So looking good. I'm hoping that this is the beginning of the turnaround, so we shall see. Now the next one up is BT Group, which I bought because it was rising back earlier this year. It went up, fell back a little bit, and this last week it's rising back up again, so that's great. My stop loss is down below the MA50 here, but this was a good week for BT Group. Ditto for BTG Group, which is BTG PLC, which had been falling down really pretty much straight away after I bought it. Was coming towards my stop loss down here, but the past couple of weeks have been kind to BTG, and it's risen up. This last week it rose up a bit, the week before it rose up a lot. So it's starting even to approach the entry level, so that's good. My stop's been rising gradually, and that shall continue to rise. Now Dexian Absolute again rose well after I bought it, but this week's not done very much. So no major change really on the week before. Wheat has dropped down slightly. This fell down and was approaching the stop loss, which is down here, but for a few weeks it's been rising, albeit with a couple of setbacks. It's had a little bit of a setback this week. I'm hoping that this represents the bottom for wheat, and from here on up it's all going to be blue sky movement. We shall see. Now Evraz, which is a metals and mining company, Russian-based company, has, albeit listed in the UK, really good week for Evraz. In fact, I think they're trying to do a bit of a share buyback, which may or may not be a good thing. I just want to hold it, so I'm not going to sell my shares. I'm just going to let my trade run, and for better or for worse, we'll see how that gets on. So good week for Evraz. Very good week for Man Group as well, a financial services company, where I went long here, and it's done, fantastically well. So it's had one or two setbacks here and there, but pretty much it's just gone up and gone up, which is nice. I mean, that's I'd like all my trades to do that really. Merlin Entertainments, this was my trade from last week. If you follow my blog, you'll have known that I was going long Merlin, and that order was triggered, and so I'm now long Merlin, and it's doing well. I mean, this hasn't been listed for very long, so it sort of did not very much for a little while, and then tail end of last year just started to take off, and really over the past 6 months it's done phenomenally well. So I'm hoping to ride that elevator and keep going, but time will tell. Northgate, which vehicle hire and so on, they sort of fell down after I bought them. Obviously word got out that I had gone long Northgate, but now it's reversed and it's gone up again, so that's great. In fact, it's gone up above the entry point, so that's rather nice. So good on you. Nove Group, which is a non-life insurer, went up this week, so looking good for Nove. So you can see long term how their share price has been all over the place really, but really since 2012 looks like it's been rising, albeit with a bit of a setback through 2014. So hopefully it's something that's going to do well, so fingers crossed. Plus 500 Limited. Now on my blog last week I did a post about setting stop orders that get triggered as the price rises through the order. So I set a stop order on plus 500. In fact, I did it over a couple of weeks. The first week it wasn't triggered, the first week wasn't triggered, nor the second. I can't remember what it's the second or third where it got triggered. Anyway, I'm now long plus 500. Now, interestingly, I'm reading articles in is it Money Week, and they talk about, you know, shares to buy, shares not to buy, and of course Money Week get commentary from other financial institutions, and they were suggesting that Plus 500 has had its day, because the share price has tripled, and you know, take your money and run kind of thing. But I'm not going to follow their advice. I'm just going to follow the numbers, and you know, to me, this is a rising trend. You know, higher lows, higher highs. MA20 above the MA50, both MAs pointing upwards. Why would I sell it? As a trend trader, it's a trend, and you know, the commentators can say what they want. They may be right, and I may think, oh, I should sell this, but I'm just going to follow the numbers. That's what this type of trading is all about for me. That wasn't advice, by the way. That's just what I'm doing. So Segro, again, this is a real estate investment trust. They own warehouses and so on. Their price has been rising, and this week their share price, you know, rose very nicely. So that's great. So but there's been quite a lot of indecision. You can see the share price has been all over the place really in recent weeks. But no, this last week it went up. Telecity has gone up, thankfully, because last week it went up. This week it's gone up. It had a few falling weeks. You can see where I went long. You can see where my stop is at break even. So we shall see. But good week for Telecity. That's great. So this trade is nicely in profit, as is the TI European Growth Trust, which I went long on here. It had a good run upwards, and then it hesitated for a couple of weeks after I bought it, and now has risen up again. Victoria Oil and Gas has gone up this week, which is great. So the MA20 and the MA50 are both rising, which is good. I don't think I'm going to move my stop up just yet. I think the price of oil could prove relatively volatile. I'm just going to keep my stop down here for a little while, really, until this is going up significantly, and I've got a low that is much higher, in which case I may move my stop to the next low. You see, I've got my stop below this low. If we get a significant drop down and rise, then that might be the time to move my stop, I think. So at the moment it's just leaving it to run and see what happens. William Hill, now I thought William Hill was going to crash and burn, because it's been very up and down since I bought it here, and although it looks like it's got a rising MA20 and a rising MA50, anyway, this week was good for William Hill. It's risen quite a bit. You can see how the share price has been long term, a big rise up, a pullback, and now it looks like it's rising. So I'm just going to go with that, keep my stop loss below the MA50 and see what happens. So I think that's it on my open positions. No, another one, Workspace Group. So these people, I think, rent out office space and so on. I think largely in London, but don't quote me on that. Yeah, they rose up this week. They had a couple of weeks before that where they'd fallen back, but this week they rose up. So I just thought I heard someone coming up the stairs there. But there we go. There's my open position. So quite a good week, because everything rose. And I'm long everything. I don't have any short positions at the moment, so everything rose up this week. So a good week. Be nice if it was like that every week. Now, interestingly, they say sell in May and go away. We're in April now. Are things going to all turn the other way in May? Who knows? Who knows? No one knows. So will that old adage be true? If things all go down, then of course that's going to be bad news. But this week was a good week. So great week for my position. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll do another video next week, and have a great week. Okay, bye for now.